you're going to see. I think it's on, I'm not sure. Now it looks on.
Now, yeah.
I think we're good. Now I changed it to live chat. I shall try and type, see if I get anything in there. Good,
I can see you now.
see if that works. Did you see my text?
Yes. And I can see you.
Alright. I think we're on. Quiz time for Insomniacs. Massive prizes tonight. They are just unbelievable. We're talking monstrous. Are we? The surprises.
10 to 2.
14 tins of soup.
No, they can't. It's awesome actually. One then. Look at the rain.
What's raining? Okay. I'll go and get myself a drink while the 10,000 people roll in. You can sit it for a second if you like, say hello. I've got my little phone on and I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah. Oh, it's cold again. I'm tired. Grandkids are going home.
Anyone there? Hello?
2 watching, must be us. I was just saying, look at the see the delay.
Yeah.
See how tired I am.
Dun, dun, dun. Maybe most people have gone to sleep like they should do. Now, the quiz I'm looking at is supposed to be easy. For you whingers out there, oh, it's too hard. It's too hard, seeds. Yeah, big crowd tonight. There's 2 people in. One of them must be Jojo, getting out his thesaurus and dictionaries and satellite hookup. I don't know if you can hear me. You can hear me because I'm here, but can you hear me? I'm gonna... Sometimes I do the accidental mute, which is what I do. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, we're good then.
Yeah. We don't usually come on this time of day.
No, I just thought I'd do a quick one. Quick quiz, but if no one shows up,
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning for those, isn't it?
depends where you are. And today here is a nice lazy Sunday, so it's nice and comfortable. First question, no one's in here, but this means you'll probably win. Are you ready? How many Oscars did the Titanic movie get? No. Not even bloody close. I'll ask that again when people get in here. I don't know. So there's 3 people. So maybe Jojo's awake. What are you eating? Now it's the end of soup. Muffin.
The tape was yellow with that.
Not the muffin.
No. One then bought one for a little old one for a wheel.
Yeah, they had a good time. 2 grandkids over last night. Went to bed about 9, do you reckon? 9:30.
No, well, it was 8:30 good on this.
Oh, they're good though. They were pretty good. Not sure how we're going to go one day when we have 9 grandchildren. We might just lock a room and go in there. not come out. Could be the safest way to go. I'll wait another 5 minutes, and if no one shows, we'll just can it. I was asked to do a quiz the other day. I have to watch that video of Darren's. Delicious Thai food and amazing views in Krabi. He must vary between Phuket and Krabi, I think, now.
Well, yeah, because, like, I know there's heaps of stuff, but how much can you film?
Well, he does all food mainly. Does a few little touristy things every now and then, but predominantly he's all food. What was the video must I watch? The Food Ranger, got to watch him. His latest video is Village Food in Pakistan, Chicken Curry by Grandma. What other channels? Oh yeah, Here Harbs. I'll watch that one. Thailand. He's in Thailand at the moment.
Is he?
He's in Thailand doing a
Still,
boat
or
trip.
is he back?
He might be back, I don't know, but he's got a video up about,
Yeah,
it's like he's heading out to PP.
he does good little videos.
Did see a video about the man in the van with a plastic box that he wants to put in his generator. I won't watch that one. Some sort of feud going on between the millionaire
Yeah.
and Boris.
No,
I won't watch any of that. That'll just all be repetitive nonsense. What else we got here? We do watch Rana Hong, spelled R-A-I-N-A, surname H-U-A-G. She eats an amazing amount of food. She's a food challenge eater. Wins big prizes, does a few cooking shows, but...
Is that little lady, and she cooked egg roll the other day?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was her name.
Yep, Rana. Man, she can eat a amount of food. I've watched Fiona Bruce's videos. It was Bruce's birthday on one of those trips. Happy birthday, you old fart. What else movies I missed? Oh yeah, another food challenge eater called Molly Schuyler. She's probably my favourite. Man, this is a new record she just set. You haven't seen this video. She set a new record for eating Oreos. You know what an Oreo looks like?
Yeah.
Normal size Oreo, not the little mini ones. 520, which equals 13 pounds.
Oh, that's not good for your body.
Unbelievable.
Very sugar rush.
She just can eat any quantity of food like Rana. Those two are the ones that I watch. It's staggering. What other videos have I missed? Oh, Gerald's got a few chopping down tree videos. I'll probably watch one of those because they'll all be just chopping trees down. No point repeating that. Two Aussie got a video up called San Choi Bao, which is pork dish. Sounds good. And I missed that video, Hans. Thailand, the Wasaba view. I did hear through the grapevine, and my wishes and my wife's wishes are with Tucker, because we are led to believe, as I speak, he is being prepped for tomorrow morning. So, hope all goes well for you, my friend. Right, we've got 4 people in here now. Nearly time for quiz questions. Unless they're just lurkers, just lurking in the background. If you poor people would like me to start the quiz, let me know. Other than that, I'm just rambling by looking at movies and videos I haven't watched yet. I missed another video, Darren's too. He's got dim sum in Thailand, all this for only $12.60. That's pretty cheap. Arky Off Grid, she's got videos up about living in the bush in Arkansas. Pioneer woman. Yeah, so there's some of the videos I've got to catch up with. I don't know if anyone's saying anything because I'm not on that screen.
No.
That's all right. Let's have a look at trending videos. Spending 24 hours on top of a mountain. I'll give that a miss. Some crazy videos that are in trending. Hello, Missy. I'm just rambling until we get enough people to start a quiz. If not, I'll just ramble and then I'll stop the hangout. Easy fixed. Most people are probably asleep. What's in the news? Let's read the news. A lot of people are gathering. Some people will just hear my voice in the background. Someone's on a hangout. Quick, gotta go there.
Is there for sale someone?
Yeah, I think someone are moving in, yeah, across the road. The new house that was built was being sold. Let's have a look. Let's look for world news. Missy says hi to you.
Yes, I can.
The United States rejects 300 refugees from Manus and Nauru. They said they were going to take them. Now they're not. No worries, Missy. Here is a news in New Zealand, quite fresh off the press, about 50 minutes ago. There's been an earthquake in the Kermadec Islands, which is north of New Zealand, I believe, yeah. In New Zealand's North Island on Sunday morning. 7.0 magnitude tsunami warnings.
Don't fear the pressure.
Are in place. So there could be tsunamis, which is not good. Although one of the ministries says it's unlikely a tsunami will threaten New Zealand. That's good. Earthquakes are not good. I've only ever been in a couple of little ones. It's a bit unnerving. Explosions rock Somalia's capital, killing many and injuring many. I've got to stop the sound on this because it will start otherwise. A pair of explosions rocked Somalia's capital, left 11 people dead, the country's police chief said Saturday. Hello, Life with Diane. Jamie D. We'll get underway shortly. Just reading the world news. Another 25 people were injured, says General Bashir Adi Mohammed, told reporters in Mogadishu, which is the capital. He said the first car bomb went off near a security checkpoint for Presidential Palace and was responsible for 9 deaths. I have no idea why these people do this nonsense. But they do every day. Right, this is about Donald Trump. Donald Trump says Iran to blame for oil tanker attacks in the Gulf of Oman. Not sure how he would know that, or maybe he's just saying it. Is this another Bay of Tonkin? Ooh. Anyway, let's get off that. I'm going to start the quiz irregardless. And if I've missed anyone, I think it's Life with Diane, Janie D.
What time is it there for them?
I don't know. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe midnight, depends if you're on the West Coast. Okay, I'm going to start the quiz. Now what I've got to do is pull that out, minimise it, get back to there. I may find the screen I've just lost.
It's not in the Midwest.
I'm really good at this, as you can tell.
PM for Diane.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the quiz for Sunday, which is even, most of America is in Sunday now, except for the West Coast, which is still in Saturday night.
Which is 10 past 2 p.m. here.
All right, here we go. Question 1. How many Oscars did the Titanic movie get? How many Oscars did the Titanic movie get? Yep, West Coast for Life of Diane. And straight away, without batting an eyelid, Life with Diane has the correct answer of a staggering 11 Oscars.
Wow, 11.
11. Staggering. Got it for music scores, editing, you got it for everything. Next question. By the way, these are movie questions or television questions.
Yes.
Oh, I just thought you were all smart, Diane. Question 2. How many Tomb Raider movies were there made? Svelte-looking woman. And yeah, nice. Here we go. How many Tomb Raider movies were there made? Missy says 3. Janie D says 7. Lifetime says 3. And Mr. Gagel says 4. None of those are the correct answers. It would surprise you, actually.
Oh, let's guess again.
You've only been guessing. This is
Yeah.
not deep thought that's taking place.
No.
Okay. 12, no, not 5. It's less than the lowest answer given. Basically,
What?
it's less than the lowest answer that's been given. 1, no. Life or Dying has it at 2. I would have probably answered 5,
Yeah, I thought that was
but
more.
it's actually 2 because a lot of the things have been turned into cartoons, shows, anime. What it is, there have only ever been 2 Tomb Raider movies. Okay, this one you should know, ladies. Indeed, you should know this because it's to do with a very famous woman. The question is, what malformation at birth did Marilyn Monroe have? What malformation of Marilyn Monroe's body did she have when she was born? Life says stop copying me. Cleft palate, incorrect. Incorrect.
Yes, they are. Would...
Life or Dying, absolutely correct. Marilyn Monroe was born with 6 toes on 1 foot. A lot of people go, oh my God, really? Yeah, it was true. It's not a malformation, it's just the fact that she was born with 6 toes. I'm not sure who writes these questions, very nasty. Okay guys, this goes back a long time and you've all seen it. But do you remember it? What is the house number of The Simpsons? What's the house number? It's on every opening show.
I have no idea.
Missy's in the ballpark with 777, but it's not correct. She can see it in her mind. I know she can. 1313. Now you are guessing. Missy's now giving me her phone number. Thank you very much.
I was going to say 666.
142 is not correct, but the 42 is correct. There is the number in front of 42.
I'll
Jan.
quick, Janie D. Come on, we're going to copy
I'm
your
pretty
last two
sure.
numbers.
So it's something 42. Something 142. It's something you don't really notice. Yeah, correct. Missy has it at 742. I wouldn't have guessed it, even though I must have seen it hundreds of times. 742. Here we go. This is a movie question. What is the name of the prison in the film The Rock? What is the name of the prison? Allegedly, no one has ever escaped from there except 3 people did go missing. Life with Diane, who guesses brilliantly every time, is indeed Alcatraz. Apparently 3 guys in a blown-up, self-made sort of rubber tube thing got out, but they were never found. You've probably seen that story, I'm sure. Question. Movie question. Who is the protagonist in The Last Action Hero film? The movie was called The Last Action Hero. Who was the protagonist? Who was the main star in The Last Action Hero film? No clues though. No more clues. Missy says me. I'll just get this can and I'll be back. No clues allowed, of course. Haven't got it yet. Come on. I'll be back. Who's the star in the last. And Missy gets it. Janie D right up her clacker.
Wow, look at Janie D wrote the whole name out.
Yes, I mean, it was
Did
so
you
close. I'm tempted not to pay Missy, but she did jump in with Arnold Schwartz,
Yes.
which is that it's Arnold Schwartz.
I couldn't
Quite
even
correct.
spell Arnold.
Not sure how you guessed that one. It was very clever.
No, me either, Missy. I couldn't spell it either.
I wouldn't get the answer to this one. It was supposed to be an easy movie question. It's an animated movie question. What is the name of the little dragon in the animated movie Mulan? M-U-L-A-N. Name of the movie. What's the name of the little dragon in that movie?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it.
I've never seen it, I don't think. Puff is a great answer,
Why are you asking
but it's not
that
correct.
question?
Why am I asking that question? It is in the quiz list.
Oh.
Puff the magic dragon. Da, 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 da. It's not that. What is the name of the little dragon in animated movie Mulan? And it starts with the letter M, followed by U, followed by S. Mosh is a great answer. It's not correct. M-U-S-H. It is something like that. No, it's close, but the last letter's wrong. M-U-S-H something, last letter.
I was guessing.
Well, you're close. Still close, but no. One different vowel. Bing, 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 bing. Missy, correct with musha. In fact, she nearly knew the answer from the beginning. Because she said mosha, but it's musha. All right, see if you get this one. You might get this one. I think it's quite a hard question. It's a movie question. Who is the director of the movie Reservoir Dogs? Who is the director of Reservoir Dogs? Famous movie. In fact, he made this other movie. Remember this other movie? He directed that movie as well. Who was the director of Reservoir Dogs? See, we'll never know that I'm Googling. Life with Diane, correct, with Quentin Tarantino. That's a mouthful.
Yes.
Who is the director of, this is a hard question, I think. It doesn't say movie and it doesn't say television shows. It just says this question. Who is the director of the X-Files?
Well, that actually would...
I don't really remember many directors of movies, you know, actors, scenes, things that they say. JD got correct. So with Quentin Quarantino? Yeah,
I think Janie D's got lag.
that or dyslexia, one of the two. Bowman is the answer she's given. It's not wrong by any means, Missy. It is correct. It is Rob Bowman. I would not have got that. I have to be honest with you. I'm not big on directors. Some I remember, but next question. That was the winner. Missy with Bowman. Next question. Now you'll get this. You will all flood the answers with this immediately. You really will. Who played the role of Peter Pan in the Peter Pan movie? He is no longer with us.
Yeah, I know, but I can't type quick enough.
Who played the role of Peter Pan in the Peter Pan movie? I will pay... I'll pay Mr. Gangel just ahead of Life with Diane.
Do you know why I
She
didn't
knew
like
who it
that?
was, she just didn't remember the surname.
No, I did. I was trying to type it fast and hit enter.
So you cheated. Just type R next time and we'll say, oh, we'll pay that. She know what she was doing.
No, do it to Life with Diane. What is it
All
for
right.
a
Now, I
long
would
time?
get this one. This I would get because in the 70s it was a very popular movie or a series of movies. What was the number on Herbie the Beetle? What was the number on the car Herbie the Beetle? What was the number? Life with Diane says 71, which is incorrect. 3 is incorrect. I'm very surprised. You got the 3 bit right, but there's one missing in front of it. Missing?
Missy said Robin.
I would have got this one. Mr. Anderson says 63 is incorrect. Dr. 73. Missy with 53 is correct. Now just imagine the VW Beetle with the big number 53 on it. You go, oh yeah. Missy just keeps pumping out numbers. Missy, you got it with 53. Put the finger down. Put it back. Okay. All right. Now this is a parody movie, which you would have been aware of. It was taking the mickey out of a real movie or movies. Give the name of the best James Bond parody movie. Give the name of the best James Bond parody movie.
I can't. I don't watch James Bond.
And you only get one clue. Behave.
Well,
Give the name of the best James Bond parody movie. You all know who it is. The movie name I'm after, the actor who played it, was, you know that as well. That'd be a bit too much of a giveaway, actually. She can't remember. Life with Diane can't remember.
no, I can't either, Diane.
Da-da-da-da.
Picture it.
Da-da-da-da.
Austin Powers.
And
got
the
it.
answer with Missy is Austin Powers, baby. Indeed. All right, this one is probably for science fiction fans, which is probably no one in here, but could be, could be. What is the name of the bald, no hair, commander of the Enterprise in Star Trek? What's his name in the show? That's right, it was Michael Myers. What is the name of the bald, no hair, commander of the Enterprise in Star Trek? What's his screen name? Not his real name, his screen name. Captain Kirk is not correct. Captain Kirk had hair, Life with Diane. What is the name of the bald, no hair, commander of the Enterprise in Star Trek?
Don't know. I don't
Not Spock. Even though you spelled spoke.
know. How do you spell Spock?
S-P-O-C-K.
Oh,
As in Spock.
S-P-O-C-K. Oh, yeah.
Come on, you must know this actor who played, got no hair, and I'm going to give it to Janie D because it was indeed Captain Picard, and you know his real name. It's just a question amongst a question. It's not a question, but he plays in many movies.
Yeah, Jenny B's.
Question.
I won't be sharing.
Now you should get this movie. It's a very long movie to sit through and watch, as you would remember when you get the answer. What was the name of the Steven Spielberg's black and white film about the Second World War? No clues. What was the name of Steven Spielberg's black and white film about the Second World War?
I can't remember.
Come on. Steven Spielberg's Oscar-winning movie was made in black and white. It was to do with the Second World War.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Not Auschwitz.
That's a good clue. I didn't say it, but that's a very good clue.
No. Yeah.
What
no,
was the
this
blank?
is Not right.
Not Private Ryan.
Auschwitz is a clue. Oh, God, I can't think of it.
What was the name of Steven Spielberg's black and white film about the Second World War?
I don't know how to spell it.
Where people...
I know
Bing, 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 bing.
Yes.
Too late. Just ahead of you was Missy with Schindler's List, of course.
Yes.
An extraordinarily long movie, I think 3 hours and 40 minutes or something. I remember when I did watch, I'm thinking, when's this going to end?
You know, I don't think I've ever watched it. No, I didn't watch it either.
I don't think you did. It's one of those movies that you know the outcome of the movie before it starts. It's a bit like watching the movie Titanic thinking, I wonder what's going to happen. No, you already know. A bit like Schindler's List. Okay, here's one for the ladies, which we'll get this one quite easily. Who was the leading actress in Sister Act 1 and 2? I love the songs, particularly from Sister Act 2. I think they were funny. And I'm going to pay it to Missy, even though it's only the first name. She doesn't like, doing surnames. She has an anti-surname thing. It is Whoopi Goldberg, of course. And Missy was just ahead of Life with Diane, who took the time to type out the whole surname. So you win the question, Missy, but Life with Diane gets the chocolates. Only fair.
I think those two are pretty in tie.
I think so. This question has a couple of things about it. Later I'll tell you about it, but it's the question first of all. Who was the director of the movie The Piano? She actually starred in the movie, but she directed the movie as well, so I want her name.
I can see one head from your beard. Yeah. Yeah. I could see it sticking up in the camera.
You never heard of the movie The Piano? It's a great movie. I would recommend that you take the time to have a look at it. What was the director of the movie Piano? And it was, maybe you're not going to get it. I'll give you another 5 seconds and I'll tell you who it was and why it was quite special.
I don't think I've seen that movie either.
Okay. The movie Piano was directed by the person who played the lead role in that. Her name was Jane Campion. She also won the first female to ever win at the Cannes Festival and some other festival. A very deep thinking movie. Like Diane says, I don't watch movies. Okay. I'm going to change the subject matter now. I won't go sports.
No.
I will go geography.
Oh, God.
Which should be interesting.
I'm talking magpies out the front.
We've got magpies, and you all know what a magpie. Joni D says it was a great movie. We've got magpies at the front, and 2 of them are talkers. Like,
I reckon they were looked after by somebody
Yeah.
and then let go.
they're old magpies, but they'll sit down and say, "How you going? All right?
That's the only
Seriously.
way they let
And-
talk.
I'll have some of that." That's what I've heard one of them say. "I'll have some of that."
They actually talk.
Talking magpies. Anyway, geography questions, and they're not that hard.
They know. It's geography.
Okay. First question in geography: what is the capital of Turkey? I used to do that when I used to come home from shift work from the prison. I'd sit down, put a movie on, and go, and I'd wake up with the credits going, thinking, what was that about? Question: what is the capital of Turkey? Google. And the answer with Missy is close, and I'm going to pay it. It's Ankara. It needs another consonant on the end. But it is indeed Ankara, or something like that. I'm glad you're not a builder, Missy. You know, there's a whole wall missing. Oh, something like that. Just kidding. Here we go. You'll love this one. You love the animal. You really will. Here we go. What is the national animal of China? What is the national animal of China? Life with Diane gets it correct with panda. No, Missy, it's not monkey. It is indeed the giant panda, but panda all the same. Okay, this is true. It's probably too tough, but I'm going to say it anyway. Which Turkish city has the name of a cartoon character? Bit vague, I know. What Turkish city has the name of a cartoon character? And I'm only going to allow about 5 seconds on this one because it's vague, although I get it. Istanbul is not a cartoon character.
I don't know.
No, it's not even close.
Is it in Turkey?
And I'll give you the answer. Answer is Batman. There's a city in Turkey called Batman. I don't know why. And this one, I would believe 100%. Geography question, what is the noisiest city in the world? And it's not in the United States, so don't answer any of those. What is the noisiest city in the world? The density of this city is staggering. I think an eighth of the population lives on the water, and Life with Diane is absolutely correct with Hong Kong.
Oh, of course.
Kansas City is in the US, and I said it wasn't in the US. Thailand, no, very quiet. Let's be honest, we've been there, it's quiet.
Oh, I can be noisy.
But apparently, I've not been to Hong Kong, but they say because of the density of people, it's just never turns off. Right, here we go. Now, you Americans should get this one because you're stopping people from coming across. What is the name of the desert area in Mexico? Casey has a noisy football stadium. Okay, yep. What is the name, the question is, what is the name of the desert area in Mexico?
I don't know.
What do they call it?
The desert.
Not the Mojave, no. And Missy's quite correct with Sonoran. That is the name, or actually they call it Sonora, I think is actually the pronunciation.
Missy,
Maybe it's a silent N.
I thought you said you sucked at quizzes.
Just click on Google.
Yeah, Missy, you're up there with life of Diane.
Now, you'll all get this one because you've seen so many movies about it and that, so it's a geography question. What is a very cold part of Russia? You all should get this. What is the very cold? Siberia is correct. I think I'm back. I'm not sure. Just tell me if you can see it again now. It just comes and goes.
Yeah.
Is it back? Am I back?
Diane,
You're back, says Missy. All right. It's, I don't know, it's something to do. I'm using my 4G on my phone. Can't hear you.
No.
Can't hear me?
Wait a minute.
La, 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 la. Now, it says I'm live now, so give that about 10 seconds. How did that go? Am I back on now?
Your screen's still correct. Okay.
Am I back? There we are. Sorry about that. I've got 4G, which is incredibly fast, so I thought I'd use it on the phone and just use Wi-Fi on my laptop to look at the answers. But I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, I have to scroll back. Who said Siberia?
Siberia is correct.
That was Janie D. Woohoo, Janie D.
Very, very cold. All right, this one you should get. You should get. Here is the question. How many continents are there? How many continents are there on the planet?
Oh, your little snakes just come in the room.
My little rustle in the ground.
Yes.
My little weaver amongst the reeds.
Yep.
Hello, Lynn. I'm saying 6, 7, 8.
Well, I forgot the question.
The answer is indeed 7. Lapidan is quite correct. Missy, with 56, you're just a little bit over. A little bit. 7 continents there are on the planet. Can you name them? No, let's not go there. You'll be forever. Okay. I know this one because I was born very close to this answer. Not on this island, but very close to this island. On which Italian island is Palermo? You're talking to me.
Okay, we've got to change the nickname. Still
All right.
like snakes. We'll find something
Okay,
else.
no more snakes. So, on which Italian island is Palermo? And the answer is correct with Life with Diane, with Sicily. And just below Sicily is a tiny little island called Malta. And that's where I was born. 1812.
Gosh, keep changing the date. So it was 1858.
This seems like a strange question, but it's got a very logical answer. Here we go. How many time zones are there in the world? Think about it. How many time zones are there in the world? One planet spinning every so many hours? The answer is not 12. It's not 10. Think about it. It's a logical answer. How many time zones are there in the world? Like with Diane got what I was saying. Indeed, there are 24
Oh, she's clever.
time zones. Even though some time zones are stretched out a bit further, they all collectively are split into 1 hour out of the 24 per day. Okay, controversy here, I'm sure, because people are saying, no, that's not right, but it is. I know it's the correct answer. Geography question, which is the largest desert on Earth? Which is the largest desert on Earth?
Oh, poor Jamie.
What?
Janie's just only answering your time zone question. She's got such bad lag.
It's probably RM too, because we are like 5 million miles away. And the answer comes in with life, with Diane correct again, with the Sahara. However, as a footnote, in my state, and only the state of Western Australia, we have 5 times the amount of desert that's in the Sahara. But because they named 7 deserts in my state, instead of just one, the Sahara is the biggest. But we have the most sand and nothingness on the planet in my state. Forget about Arizona. That's a speck in the sand. Here we go. Now you should get this one. Now come on, all you people that have been to Italy will get this one. And if you haven't, you should know it anyway, because you probably want to go a little gondola along it. Which river is flowing through Rome? Which river is flowing through Rome? No, Venice is not flowing through Rome, even though I probably misled you with the gondola, but there are gondolas in Rome as well. So what is the river's name that flows through Rome? Lifeboat Anne is only 7,000 nautical miles out, but mentioning the Thames in London. You are guessing, it's obvious.
Poor Jamie.
Lynn says Antarctica, which is 2,000 miles below me. So no. Which river flows through Rome?
The Dead Sea.
No, that's near Israel.
The Red Sea.
No, it's not an American sea.
The
You
Red
see? Bad girl. I'm surprised you don't get this one, because it's mentioned through a lot of things, in history and on shows. Okay, 5 seconds about to end.
Oh, hang
And
on, hang on.
the answer will be, after I give the question again, which river is flowing through Rome? It is the Tiber, Tiber, the Tiber River. And in fact, there is no river in the Antarctic, Lynn. Just want to mention that to you. It's just all crusty ice, melting apparently, which is a bit of a worry for us. All right, I do know this too, because my sister was born in this name, but now it's called something else, the country. Which country did once have the name Rhodesia? That's where my sister was born, but it's not called that anymore. Which country did once have the name Rhodesia? It's on the African continent, obviously. So which country did once have the name Rhodesia? Here we go. My brain is not awake, I'll just watch. Lipodian definitely is guessing with the words Iraq when I mentioned that it is in the continent of Africa. And that's not in the continent of Africa, Diane. Maybe a bit harder than I thought for people, but I thought it'd be pretty easy. Saudi Arabia is still you're not on the right continent yet. Even Egypt's not on the same continent. Anyway, 5 seconds to pass. Iran is incorrect. Again, the wrong continent.
I've already forgotten
Said
the
the
question.
African continent. But which country once had the name called Rhodesia? It was, and it's now called Zimbabwe. And Missy comes up with Kansas. Click them red shoes together, darling, and let's go. Okay. Here we go. You Americans are going to get an American question. So it should be so easy. Janie D, still pumping out. The wrong continent name, Sudan. No, it was Zimbabwe. Geography question. What is the largest state of the United States? Don't say like Iraq or something, all right? California is incorrect, but Life of Diane is absolutely correct. Alaska is by far the biggest state in America. No, Texas is nowhere near the biggest state in America.
If we do this next week,
They probably get the biggest meals. Who?
If we do this next week, we do this one. Janie D will be
In.
Because she's playing last week's game.
You're losing me.
It was her leg.
I think she's on drugs. It's all this week on soup. She must have had chocolate because
Shut up.
I lost about, I think it's 6 to 10 pounds or something. I lost.
I did.
Didn't lose any weight at all.
I did.
Chocolate wrappers all over the floor. She said grandkids. I'm starting to think otherwise. Here we go. Geography question. We went to this place about 2 months ago. Through which capital does the Liffey River flow? Spelt Liffey. Bit of a giveaway there. So, through which capital does the Liffey River flow? And it's not North Korea, and it is in the country of Ireland. We went through there. We left there to come back to the mainland in the UK.
And I can't even remember it.
She was on it. She came out in the boat saying, "Ooh, it's so cold," when we left that port. And you can't remember.
No.
It's the chocolate, I'm telling you.
When we left the port, when we left to come
And
back
the
to
answer
England,
is definitely correct from Lynn, the non-slithering Lynn, with the answer Dublin. Or as they say it over there, Dublin. Indeed. That's where the Liffey. I think they say Liffey, even though you would spell it out and say it as Liffey, but Liffey is how they would say it there. Okay, talking about size again. Geography. Ladies, please behave yourself.
Too hard.
What is the second largest country in Europe after Russia, which is the biggest country? What's the next biggest country in Europe? And a lot of people think this is smaller than what it is, but it's not. It's a very huge country in Europe. Get one clue. It's next to Germany. No, not the Ukraine.
I had to
It's
clean-
very small, actually, Missy.
I had to clean my screen. You were just like these massive pixels.
I think it's the chocolate. I'm probably crystal clear to everyone else. It's all this chocolate infusion in her body.
Oh,
She's like,
shut
it's a
up.
bit like, LSD time. Oh, man, here you go, man. Now we've got the Ukraine or France. Well, we'll take it as or France being the correct answer. Ukraine is very small, but France is bigger than most people think. It really is. Czech Republic is quite small. Quite fascinating, Europe, when you look at it, because they've broken up parts of Europe after the Second World War, which used to be much bigger. Like, in the Slavic states, they're all chopped up now into little countries. Okay. Here we go. Some tragic things happened in this particular city, in this country. That's a clue for you. Which country is Krakow located? In which country is Krakow? Spelt C-R-A-C-K-O-W. I'll repeat that. K-R-A-K-O-W. Krakow. In which country is Krakow located? And Life of Diane has the correct answer. With Poland. Horrendous things happened there, as we all know. Now, this is an interesting question because there happens to be someone that we don't like actually there at the moment. There's a clue. All right. Question. What is the largest city in Canada? And Missy comes up with Iowa even before I ask the question. No. Oh, Missy, what is the largest city in Canada? Missy says Ontario. Life Diane says Toronto is quite correct. It's by far the biggest.
Yes, Life with Diane, you are smart.
Very clever. All right, this one, when I was a boy, this was being finished, and it goes from one ocean to the next. So there are two seas, as in oceans. I want you to give me the answer to. The question is, which two seas are joined by the Suez Canal? Right? The Suez Canal wasn't natural. They actually built the bloody thing, man-made. Quite a feat of human ingenuity, no question about that. Which two seas are joined by the Suez Canal? Red Sea, Dead Sea. Wrong. Black and dead. Look, I'm going to tell you the Red Sea is the answer to one of them, but I need a specific. So from the Red Sea to where? I'll give you a little clue. My little island where I was born in is that sea. Okay? And I'm going to give it to Missy, because she did say the word and med. She's just too damn lazy to type out the name. It is the Mediterranean and the Red Seas. Med. Sounds like a medical question. I get off geography because you're not liking that, I can tell. I can feel the heat. Let's do something that we're all very familiar with and you all like. Food questions. Food questions. Here we go. First question in food is, what is the colour of the French wine Beaujolais? What is the colour of French wine Beaujolais? Pretty easy, really. Missy decides to go completely dyslexic on me and says res. But mind you, she might have had a couple. It's res. Look, it's res. The answer is indeed, she did correct herself and put red. It is red, Beaujolais. Well done, Missy. You could have said or res. Question. What should you do, and you've seen this on YouTube, so you know it's true. What should you do in the Arab countries to show that the food was delicious? Really, they do this. Certain YouTubers do this naturally. What should you do in the Arab countries to show that the food was delicious? What do you do? And I'm going to pay burp, because it's belch they put down, but it's definitely burp. So whenever you're in an Arab country, you just burp. That's good, mate. Brilliant. Roasted camel. Give me another serving. Okay, now I know one person in this room who'll get this question immediately. Easy, you'll get the answer. From which cactus is tequila made? Specific cactus. From which cactus is tequila made? It's very specific. And I knew you'd get that laugh, but Diane. The little Spanish maiden is correct with agave. That's the only thing they use to make tequila. But I think they might chuck a few cheapo things in every now and then. Some of the tequila I've had over the years is like, ooh, a bit rough. All right, there'll be a controversy here with the next question, but it's true. Question, from which country does pita bread originate from? We're going to have answers all over the place here. From which country does pita bread originate? Where did it first come from? Missy says France. That's incorrect. Diane says Arabic. Wrong. Missy says America. No, but Lynn Russell is absolutely 100% correct with Grek. That's right, Grek. Greece is the answer. But I know what she was talking about. Greece. A lot of people would say, if you really sat down in a group, people would say somewhere like in the Middle East, or they'd say Italy. But no, it did actually come from Greece. I think it was like 700 years BC that they had their first records. But if you think about pita bread, flour, water, in the oven, every country would have done something like that. Yeah, that's right. Probably the one name they give it here, Diane, is Lebanese bread, even though it comes in packs of 6, do you know what I mean? Because it's very similar to Lebanese bread. Okay, talking about alcohol, and of course you women are all on the wagon and don't drink and go to church every Sunday. You might have to really think hard about this question. What is the well-known drink from Greece? We just talked about Greece. What is the well-known drink from Greece? And I don't like it. I really don't like it that much, to be honest. Rum, Missy? No, they don't make rum in Greece. Vodka, they make a similar thing, but it's not called vodka. What is the well-known drink from Greece? Think about it. Jay, no, not that. I'll give you a clue. Tastes like licorice. That's really the answer, isn't it? But it tastes like licorice and I don't like it. Lynn says she knows this. Ouzo. Dang it, I'm one question behind. When you get from the dark side of the moon, Joni, it'll all be good. Whiskey is not the answer. I'm not sure what Chambord is. It sounds like a wine. What is the well-known drink from Greece? I thought you would get this, but again, you don't drink, you ladies, and you're teetotalers, so I understand. Then says it's on the tip of her tongue. The first letter of the word is O, and you'll get it now. You'll all get it now. What is the well-known drink from Greece? Starts with O. Yeah, Jager does a little bit, but it's not this. No one's put the answer in. What's going on? Have I got lag? Guapa. No. It starts with O. I'll give you the next letter, U. I'll give you the next letter, Z. And there's only one more letter. O-U-Z. You'll kick yourselves when you know the answer. 4 letters. First letter is O, followed by U, followed by Z. And I'm going to give you the answer now, because no one's put it in. Ouzo. And just as I said it, Life by Diane came up with ouzo, Missy came up with ouzo. Now you'll all go, oh yeah, that's the little thing they drink and they smash it against the wall. Yeah? Ouzo. And they do really do that, by the way. They smash little goblets up against the wall. Never heard of it, Missy. Ouzo. Don't drink it. It's terrible. Awful. This is a bit of a silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyway, because there are no silly questions, even though I just framed that one as such. What is called a meal in open air? What is called a meal in open air on the grass? Does Heathcliff and Missy sit on the top of the hill after all that running? And Lynn Russell comes immediately in with the answer, picnic. It's a picnic. Missy followed very closely. Life by Dan says air. Sounds like a French love word. I don't know what you're doing there, Diane. Behave yourself. And you'll all get this one. I mean, in the United States, I think someone said there are 30,000 of these consumed every hour. Hello, Bucky. Yes, al fresco is what I actually would have answered, by the way. It's a picnic.
They're in for a run for their money now. Bucky's here.
Stand by, ladies, because Bucky's here. Bat swing doors open up.
Yep.
Missy's on the piano, stops playing. It's Bucky. Here we go. 30,000 of these are eaten every hour in the US. It's true. Which cheese is traditionally used for pizzas? Now you've got to remember the word traditionally. Which cheese is traditionally used for pizzas? I've got French fry. Not sure why that was said, Missy. Again, she refuses to spell the whole word out. So I'm going to put you equal first with Lynn Russell and Life by Diane. Missy with Moz. Lynn Russell with mozzarella. Life by Diane, mozzarella. Bucky decided fruit. Actually, that's quite nice. That's nearly as good. Bocconcini. It's nearly as good as mozzarella because it's the same process, isn't it, Bucky? But anyway, the answer was mozzarella. I think I just have just an inclination, you know, like I've got 26 letters on my keyboard. I'm pretty sure that Missy's only got 9. And she's doing the best she can, guys, so just lay off her, okay? Here we go. Question, what is the name of the gas that let rise bread dough? What makes bread dough rise? What is the gas that does that? You should know. It's not carbon monoxide. There you go. No, it's not water, Missy. You're just making up letters and numbers now. Flatulence is a great answer, and I would nearly pay that because it's very close to the compound that this is. Life with Diane gets it correct. Just behind her was Missy, refusing to use the first word again. It is carbon dioxide. But Missy came in very close with dioxide. 9-key keyboard. That's the best you can do, guys. Back off, okay? Actually, this has got an interesting thing I'll add to this question, but what is bottled a lot in the French town of Vichy? What is bottled a lot in the French town of Vichy? Missy says Coke, but Lynn Russell is correct with water.
I said water.
I don't see you anywhere saying, well, I see you saying night, Bucky, and then I see you saying water. Yeah, but you're like behind these guys, these beat you. Yeah, it's the chocolate kicking in, I'm telling you. So it is water that's bottled a lot in Vichy, a bit like in Perrier, they do a lot of water. But with Vichy, it's an interesting thing because there was a chef a long time ago. Now, you might have seen it. You may not have seen some of my cooking videos, but there's a thing called leek potato and bacon soup, which in this particular town of Vichy make a version called vichyssoise. For you people that understand French, vichyssoise, which is actually leek potato and bacon soup cold. That's the only damn difference. I just think the French are too lazy to heat the bloody thing up, but it's true. Leek potato and bacon soup here, hot, yum. Same ingredients, vichyssoise, fancy name, cold. No thank you. Heat the bugger up, I say. Okay, another French town question. We've only got about 6 or 7 questions to go and we're done. A lot of people have cold soup. There's another cold soup called borscht. I don't want it, okay? I don't want your vichyssoise and I don't want your borscht. Question is, another French town question. Which French town is known for its mustard? Easy question. These are so simple. Your grandkids will be saying, oh, that one, I got that one. Okay, so what question was it? It was which French town is known for its mustard? We have Life with Diane just ahead of Lynn Russell with Dijon. Dijon mustard, which is nice actually because it's mild. Dijon mustard, fresh lettuce, very ripe tomatoes cut up, laid across the bun, right? Ham off the bone, okay? Lay it on top. Bit of black pepper. Don't need any salt. All that ham's got all the salt in it. Crusty little French loaf leaning down on it. Give yourself a glass of Beaujolais and Bob's your uncle. Back to the questions. American question. Okay, you might disadvantage you, Bucky, but it's an American question.
Bucky's gone to bed.
Good night, Bucky. What beer is marketed as the king of beers, particularly in the United States, in America? In America, what is marketed as the king of beers, and I'm paying that even though it's a reduction of letters, Missy, it's what's commonly called in America a Bud, or Budweiser, as is correctly spelt by Lynn with Diane again, but Bud is the common title. Now, give me another Bud way up there, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Right, 4 more questions to go. Oh, this one you're going to get because we just had a similar question. But anyway, what is the real meaning of the Greek word pitta? Made in St. Louis, I believe it is. What is the real meaning of the Greek word pitta? We just had this question, actually. And Missy says flat breasts. Well, that would be a pity. I don't think it'd be a pitta, but flat breasts is indeed the correct answer. She meant to say flat bread. Or did she? Missy, you're not telling us something.
Johnny D, I haven't,
Flatbread. It is indeed. The answer would have just been bread,
I
actually.
haven't seen you type in ages, JD.
Only type it, no one gets it. She's in prison. She's in a vortex. All right, here we go. You should get this one too. I've had this question on a previous quiz, and some of you have been for it here. Question is, what is the Hungarian word for pepper? And it is the word. It's what they use in Hungary. And they say, I want salt and... Missy says, I wish mine were flat. What is the Hungarian word for pepper? It's not pimento, that's Spanish. Diane, you should know that. You're Spangola. You know it's pimento. You know the ground pimento peppers in Spain? But no. What is the Hungarian word for pepper?
I don't know how to spell it.
Well, have a crack. But it does start with P. And Life of Diane has got it. Ginger No Soul was right next to you with paprika. And I love smoky paprika. I just love it. It's got that little layer. It's like adding smoky bacon, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. You can overdo paprika in your cooking, but the answer is indeed, hello again to you, Ginger. It is indeed paprika. That's the Hungarian word for pepper. Now, I hate to tell you this, Ginger, but we're only 2 questions away from finishing, so I do apologise. I'll slow down. I'll do an awesome hooker. These next 2 questions are going to take 12 hours, all right? So you only get 2 questions, but 12 hours of me rambling along. Put the pain in the ass. All right, question 1, which takes up the first 6 hours. No, I'm only kidding. We haven't done with in no time. What is a banana called in Malaysia? Okay, you're in Malaysia, you got there, geez, it's hot and sticky. Can I have one of those? And they say, what is it called, mate? You say, it's banana. They go, no, unless you get it correct, we're not giving you one. What is the banana called in Malaysia? It's quite funny, actually, but I'm going to give it to Missy, even though she obviously Googled and can't even spell what she Googled. Missy, it's not pissing, it is pisang, P-I-S-A-N-G. But I'm going to pay you for your ingenuity and your 9-lettered keyboard.
At her French,
Pisang.
her French is pissing.
Now, I have tasted this all over the world. I am living proof, and I can tell you this is true, that it tastes the same all over the world, no matter where you go. Even if they say otherwise in certain places. The last question of the night. What is the most famous beer in Ireland? The answer is not French fries. So you've answered that French fries about 12 times, and there's not been one French fry answer. Should have known that seeds trivia would be food. Yeah, that's true. Lynn has just beaten, I'm not sure what you just typed in then, wife.
I was trying to do it.
Are you using Missy's keyboard?
I was just trying to do it real quick.
The answer is Guinness, and Lynn Russell got the last question. And we've actually been to the factory in Ireland where they make Guinness, and it tastes exactly the same as what we get here. Some people don't like it at all, and that's fair enough. It's not like stout, and some people say, oh, Guinness is a bit like stout. Nothing like stout, actually. It's very smooth, and it's an acquired taste. But Missy, who's actually, I've just worked out Missy's not using a 9-lettered keyboard. She's broken next door, and she's got a torch, so she can only see so many letters each time that she's answering. You've been to the Bud Factory. But thought I'd just throw up a quick quiz today. Haven't done one for a very long time. Awesome does some great hangouts, and I'm not sure where she is. We all know, and I'm just going to let you know what I know, because I think I read it somewhere that someone said our good friend Tucker is going in for surgery tomorrow. So all our thoughts here with me and my good wife, and I'm sure all of you hope that everything goes well for our good friend. It's a very trying period for the next 72 hours, to be
Oh,
honest
he
with you.
tweeted it. That's how everyone.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't live on the internet, but I do know I got a message. So all of you, before you go, think of him. There's not much we can do. I'm sure we all would like to get in there and help, but we can't. If you want to pray, that's fine. It's up to you. If you want to just think of him, that's nearly as good in my eyes.
What did who won? And what did they win?
He spoke to Tucker 90 minutes ago and he's prepping for surgery. Good. I mean, he will be ambivalent. He want it over and done with and fixed, and he would be thinking of the person that's donated life to him. I have no doubt. I know Tucker well enough. He'd be thinking of them as well, and their family, as we should as well. But ending the quiz on a happy note, at least it's starting to happen, and we hope him the very best. And I hope that in the next 24 to 48 hours, don't expect too much news, by the way, but I do hope that not only does he go through this well, and his recovery is speedy. So, on that note, I want to wish you all a very good night.
So Lynn won a chocolate rock. You didn't say what the prizes were.
Oh, the prize was when we send the 14 cans of soup to Awesome, which is costing us $368 US, you get half of those on the agreement you pay half the postage, which I think is a pretty good bargain. Australian soup made by Campbell's, which is an American company.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, let's think of Tucker, and hopefully all goes well for a great guy and his family and the donor family and all those people involved in doing all of the very intricate work as well, yeah. But I think the next prize we'll have to give away is a keyboard to Missy.
Missy just said she wants a keyboard.
Oh, you do. Anyway, we've got to go. Thank you for coming. And let's think of our good friend in this time
Love yous all. Come on, see.
I like his, all right? Don't push it.
Happy Father's Day.
It's not here. It's not Father's Day here. But it's good. It's Father's Day in the US, I think. Anyway, have a great night and day, and let's think of him while we sleep and while we're awake. Let's send whatever power we can to him.